Hi, welcome to my WIP Healing YouTube channel. In this channel, we are going to talk about mental health and we're going to discuss about mental health topics while doing art therapy while discussing the mental health topics. So, for today's episode, we're going to talk about adapting art therapy in mental health recovery. My name is Kay. I'm the founder of my WIP Healing. I've been doing a community peer support group for the past 1 year. And here we have two panel speakers over here, Miss Hidayah and also Dr. N. So if you guys don't mind to introduce, please Miss Hidayah, introduce yourself to our audience.
Right, hello everyone. Okay, so my name is Nurul Hidayah. So I'm a clinical psychologist, graduated from USM UPSI. I think my experience in mental health is more on community intervention. Yes, and I'm more into schema therapy.
Therapy, I
And
see.
CBT as usual.
Visual. I see. Okay. We have Dr. N over here. Hi, Dr. N.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself
Hi.
and your-
Okay, thank you so much, WIP Healing, for inviting me today. Such an honor, I guess, to be in this YouTube channel, I guess, for the first episode. My name is Anne. I'm actually a public health specialist. I did my PhD in public health at Monash University. I'm also a registered and licensed counselor. I'm actually registered with Lembaga Counseling Malaysia, and I'm also a practicing clinical psychologist here in Malaysia as well. And I've been in this mental health field, I think, for the past, 5 or 6 years. And I've had a lot of interventions and also therapy with, either individual, children, and also family, which sometimes I do incorporate some form of art therapy approach in my session itself. So I think definitely is a good topic to discuss, especially
Yes,
among
yes,
the communities.
yes. Correct. Because I think the art therapy, we could say in this for the past 2 years, 2021 and 2022, art therapy has been a thing within the community itself. It's just we are not really sure how the direction of professional punya recovery approach in doing art therapy in their recovery plan. Do you guys ever try to do your own art for your own experience? Like, yeah. Have you ever tried to do your own art? Daya ke?
Good question. Like normally, I have buat art. I will do it with my kids. It's a very fun activity, and also for I do incorporate arts activity in my session. But for myself, I buat apa kan? I usually do. I draw. I do draw. Tapi dia macam just a basic
Basic
drawing,
Macam-
just for fun, just like
orang ni stick
sketching.
man.
Not really lah, just macam orang tu tak. I sketch lah juga.
Sketch lah.
I just go and flow with whatever feelings I
I
have.
see. So, okay, Dr.
So what I do usually is just I doodle. Doodle meaning like I like to doodle like words, and then I'll start not drawing, like doodling things around the words and just coloring the inside. It's just like usually when I'm
bored ke
or just
Take
needed
note,
something to kind of make
release.
myself just to be present. I would say it's about you have to attend meeting, you have to listen to students complaining certain things. Like sometimes you pun take
Time
notes,
out
but at the
lah.
same time
you doodle lah.
You have to
Doodle actually sebenarnya art juga. So
for people who
don't-
know art.
don't discount yourself so much lah. So okay, are you guys excited? Because today while discussing about the topic about mental health recovery, you guys also I'm gonna pass you blank canvas with colors.
Good luck guys.
And of course, because this is session of art therapy, then so choose 3 colors. Choose 3 colors that resonate with your emotion today. So basically for today, while discussing about art therapy punya benefit and how to adapt and how to for people who struggle with mental health recovery, how they can adapt in making self-confident. So today we're gonna do line art actually. So line art is actually very good to people who need to wander around and of course decrease anxiety. Siapa yang anxiety, siapa yang rasa not really in present, like you say before, this doodle is uh, part of line art punya part. So
one type of
yes,
it lah.
one type of it. So before have doodle, dia akan start dengan line dulu, line art. So line is a basic fundamental of doing whatever lah in art, nak melukis apa-apa. So there are ada 5 types. So ada vertical, horizontal, diagonal, zigzag and curve. So bear in mind the 3 colours represent your mood. So maybe after the discussion you can figure out 3 words or 3 sentiment from your line art. So ala mental health, berkenaan mental health kepada kita punya professional. So okay, from your own perspective or your own experience kan, how you guys define or look at art therapy and how you guys feel that art therapy concept benefiting mental health recovery.
Can I start first? Yeah. Okay. So for me personally in terms of my approach usually art or drawings and whatnot, usually I mainly focus on my younger punya clients lah, especially children kan, sebab most of the time children mana ada nak talk therapy, they rarely express their emotion or talk about it, or sometimes they tak boleh nak verbalize things as well. So most of the time I always just start off by saying okay, let's do some drawing, draw your family. So with that pun kita boleh nampak how dia orang punya perspective on how they see each of the family members. In terms of sometimes dia akan cakap okay, they're closest to their mom, gambar tu akan gambar mak dia sebelah, adik-beradik sebelah, tapi bapak dia macam jauh, for example, or vice versa, or bapak dekat jauh, and then there's somebody else as well. So with that, then you can start off the conversation with them. So to me, it can be as a start off, macam kita as therapists kan, we start off trying to build good therapeutic relationship dengan kita punya klien. Kalau klien tu tak selesa dengan kita, agak susah sikit lah kita nak proceed dengan kita punya session. Sebab kalau you jumpa your therapist pun macam you rasa macam tak, ni kan you pun nak
tak tahu macam nak cakap.
You pun tak selesa. Exactly. So you need to build that rapport. There's many different ways now. One of it is using drawings or using art. Even kalau macam adults pun kita kadang-kadang kita guna juga. Kadang-kadang kita rasa macam okay, kalau dia tak boleh nak express perasaan, kadang-kadang boleh tanya, how do you feel today? Conflicting lah, susah macam nak describe.
Okay, apa yang dia rasa kan.
So kalau sometimes yang start macam tu, I would say okay, kalau you boleh draw your feelings, okay, like an animal or an inanimate object. Okay, what kind of objects would you draw? How you feel today? Like one of them would maybe draw a picture of a flower ke, but the flower macam like layu ke, or a picture of like a teddy bear with tears ke, kita tak tahu lah, but that's how they want to describe it. So at least we can, okay, tell me, kalau kita macam kita probe a bit lah, okay, tell me a little bit about this teddy bear. What does it remind you? Why teddy bear of all the things? They start to explore.
Dia akan cakap why lah kan.
Exactly. And sometimes it brings out certain emotions yang orang macam, kalau you're not asking the right questions, you will not get the answer.
Correct.
So we can ask any questions, but it may not be the right questions for the client to open up. Sometimes client pun takkanlah volunteer nak bagi tahu kita semua kan, all of what they're going through. So things like this help us to initiate conversation, help us to kind of maneuver how the session would be. At least kita boleh build a good relationship dengan client. And in terms of when you say macam recovery tu, as one ways is that for us, kalau macam I lah personally, usually I cakap, kalau macam you malam-malam you rasa macam all the thoughts, all the negative thoughts coming in, because bila you dah sorang-sorang tu, then you are with your own thoughts. That's when all the negative things, thinking about what had happened during the day, which is so many things that causes a lot of some people macam dia jadi anxious,
and you cannot sleep at
can't
night.
sleep, tak boleh tidur, so bayang-bayang, ingat benda tu kan. So cakap, okay, rather than thinking about those things, why don't you try to do this as like an activity routine, while you're going to sleep, before you're going to sleep, spend about 15 minutes or so, just draw something, or certain orang tak reti nak draw lah macam I kan. Kalau kita kadang-kadang kita suggest, okay, why don't you, I'm not sure how your take about Mendeley lah kan. Mendeley kan is dah orang ada kan. You just colour atau you so macam that's one way lah. Kalau tak pun, kalau orang tu memang jenis macam high cognitive thinking, okay, nak incorporate arts and lines, mind mapping.
Correct.
Mind mapping. So at least you put your thoughts into something on the canvas, so you boleh nampak, as opposed to benda tu duduk pusing-pusing behind your kepala all the time. It never ends.
Correct.
So Hidayah wanted to add something?
Yeah. Just bila dengar Dr. Anne cakap tu, reminded me lah macam mana I use images, symbols, graph and all those things dalam my session. Because sometimes apa benda yang diorang buat, diorang draw ke, ataupun diorang colour ke, ataupun everything is information. Everything is information, and even like the symbol that they choose ada meaning, tapi diorang buat this cycle tau, macam diorang tak perasan pun ada reason diorang choose ni. And then the colours as well kan. Kalau macam kita dah lukis tu, dia tengah sedih, dia tengah depressed ke apa kan, anxious ke, dia lukis. And then after a while dia dah relax sikit, kita tanya balik, you look at your drawings, colour ni apa you nak tambah? Oh, I should have just add on this colour, I want this colour. So macam how symbolic it is kan. Doing art thing. Lepas tu kadang-kadang nak cakap ni, bila kita talking therapy, maybe talking and then tak ingat. So normally we do like a take home message, and then we do like graphical information kat situ. Kita jadikan tu sebagai bahan lah untuk refer. So I can say that it's very powerful tool lah. Powerful tool in making, bukan saja untuk repo, untuk kita berrepo, untuk kita explore, and also macam untuk de-stress kan dia, untuk breathe, and also macam brief punya coping technique lah. Outlet. It's a good outlet untuk diorang. Because when you're talking, actually you're recalling a lot of things in your mind, the brain, mental and everything kan, memories lagi, and then it links with the emotions as well. So something yang bila kita buat art tu, dia jadi third party. So like macam guna another subway lah untuk kita melalui all those things yang heavy.
Train lah. Dia macam kalau otak ni ada train of thoughts kan. So the outlet to for our train of thoughts to become better is to our hand or our physical action juga kan.
That means, in other words, we're transferring those anxious type of energy into our action. Because energy is in many different forms. So we can transfer the energy. Certain people, they let it out by going for a run, leaving out all those energies into something more productive. So in a way, art is one way of expressing or releasing those energies.
Correct. Releasing the energy. So for our view, right, for in benefiting of that situation, do you think it is good to start something from doing like self-journaling, doodling dulu before jumpa therapy, ataupun it work along the way?
I mean, to be honest, it really depends on the individuals lah. Setengah orang dia rasa like, sebab we have to look at most people yang datang jumpa therapist ni bila something happen.
Like
something happened, something broke.
Something
Macam kita lah pergi jumpa doktor bila dah
dah
peluh-peluh, dah sakit-sakit, dah muntah-muntah, dah pergi toilet berapa kali baru jumpa doktor. Betul? Or not, we try to self-medicate. Or we just like wait it out until it's over. But some people, like I said, depends. So to me personally, art therapy can go hand in hand with psychotherapy, because at the end of the day, counseling, whatnot, therapy sessions it has to, other things as well to help and complement the therapy. So kalau macam you rasa you're still able to manage yourself, and janganlah tunggu sampai dah something broke baru pergi kan. But I do encourage those who are going through certain things in their life to go ahead and see someone professionals lah, because at the end of the day, you can still do art at any time. Yeah, you might be doing art right now. You might be doing something like doodling apa semua kan. Keep doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, the issues is still
underlying.
Yes, exactly. The issue is still there. The root cause is still there. This can help you to, release the energy, for that moment in time. But for an ongoing thing, to make sure that you're able to manage the condition much more better, more appropriate, it's better to see mental health professionals. And at the same time, you complement with your artwork as well. And that's what we try to kind of create that awareness to people as well.
Correct. Second question. You punya, any one of you guys has an overview about mental health recovery with this current treatment, and you rasa macam with this current treatment, how long actually it takes for the recovery for certain people, or like macam estimation, and recovery rate bila tak ada art therapy, bila tak ada involve any art punya expression.
Ada dua benda lah. There's like, kalau buat art therapy individual dengan in a group. So art therapy boleh buat in form like individual, and another one is like macam kita buat community kan. Okay, so biasanya kalau individual, it will take paling cepat pun biasa psychotherapy, normally it takes to, if you use act or something like that, it will be like very brief, it will be 6 session. Normally it's 10 lah. Normally 10 session. Tapi when bila kita boleh buat combo tau. Combo, let's say macam kita incorporate lah the treatment, kita kombokan dengan some elements of art. Okay. Dan bila buat macam ni, apa yang jadi adalah kita punya let's say macam anxious dan semua benda tu kan, dalam kita punya mental state tu, dia akan improve better rather than just doing single psychotherapy only lah. But it really depends on that client punya kesesuaian. Dia punya ada jenis orang yang boleh, ada orang dia lagi suka bercakap, lagi suka expression melalui verb daripada verbal punya expression, daripada written ke ataupun painting ke kan. So it depends on that client juga. Cuma normally bila I incorporate art ni, normally what happen is dia akan ada self exploration tau. Dia macam dia realise, ataupun normally biasa kalau I fit dia tanya je pasal art, I dah lama tak buat art. They were like, okay, last I buat art masa sekolah rendah, I never touch it again. Macam sometimes, and I also encountered one of my stories kan, dan dia macam tak pernah, dia lepas dia kehilangan someone significant, dia dah tak buat dah art. Dia dah tak boleh buat dah. So they lose the skills, they lose the creativity part, everything tau. So sometimes when we're doing this, we also macam kind of retrieve balik
that
memories, tapi in a good way. Kita balik reconstruct balik all the memory that fits together with creativity semua kan. So kita boleh increase juga in a way, so that dia punya self esteem pun makin naik. Itu kalau buat individual. Kalau dengan group, dengan community, lagilah best, because you are together but without need of like nak tanya khabar sangat-sangat kan. Dia bukan macam social gathering yang sangat-sangat tau. It's like you do it together, you share the emotions together, tapi benda tu masing-masing je rasa. Macam tu. It's like the energy flows, but you don't need to like have, kalau orang ada anxiety, social anxiety, and it's a good platform. So kalau ada social anxiety, kita tak senang cakap kan, tapi at least to be present there and to lukis sama-sama, and then tengok orang tu, tengok dia ada vibes dia ada dia punya yelah macam something lah dalam energy level kita tu, dia something dia akan kembali semula. Sometimes pun ada, when I was like doing art therapy session, I jadi participant, and I found out that macam sangat mengantuk. Macam I draw pun mengantuk. Masa tu I just buat ni tau, watercolour je, mengantuk sangat. Dan I found out, rupanya I dah lama tak relax. I already forgot lah. I dah tak ingat dah macam mana how it feels to relax. So sometimes benda-benda kecil macam gini dengan art therapy, you kind of realization, dia macam lah to explore yourself. So I think it does help in the progress, recovery, especially for kids lah. Macam Dr. cakap kids memang lah. Then I can also like do mindfulness juga masa I have like one cases that we incorporate drawing So dia tak tahu nak cakap dia punya ni, bila dia panik tu dia tak tahu nak cakap. Dia budak kan, umur baru 14 tahun, dia tak tahu nak cakap. Dia punya gigi tu ketat ke, dia punya leher tu rasa apa, dia tak berapa nak cakap. So dia ada speech delay, dia ada problem with speech. So bila dia lukis kan, dia lukis and then kita explain, dia lukis, kita explain, oh then dia boleh buat mindful. Dia boleh mindful, dia boleh sedar, oh rupanya kalau dia panik, rupanya kita tekak dia. But dia hanya faham bila dia boleh lukis sendiri, that kind of thing. So yeah, that one adolescent tu jadi daripada 10 sesi yang lama kita shot terus, dalam 6-8 mak dia dah sangat happy dengan dia punya improvement. Dia dah yakin nak present and everything. So yeah, I do find a lot of cases yang memang success cases lah bila kita incorporate the element. Yeah, so yelah macam the first treatment would be medication kan, melalui doktor dulu, tengok dulu clinical or not ya. And then we go for psychotherapy, and then kita add pula dengan activity yang macam ni. Lepas tu kita add pula dengan community ke, nak buat individual ke, kerja nak buat sendiri ke, nak buat dengan member ke. So like you are making your life functioning balik lah. Macam balik semula kan, giving yourself time and space.
And the next question is, okay, from your own perspective, apa yang you rasa most of mental health fighters ni struggle in their recovery? In maybe in term of environment ke, in term of their self-belief system ke?
This is a journey, mental health is a journey. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you're okay and then tomorrow you're not. So, kalau you the question like struggles kan, I think it would be like nak terima, like you nak accept your mental health condition dah berubah. And then also the struggles would be, kita selalu macam ni, bila kita ni kita nak cepat baik.
Yeah.
Kalau fizikal, kita demam, makan Panadol, makan ubat tahan sakit, recovery dia terus cepat tau. Tapi bila kita ada mental health issues, recovery dia is a journey. It's a process yang you dan diri you. And then you also kena adapt dengan sekitaran, new things. And a lot you might lose some part of your life punya function tu akan macam dah tak boleh nak fokus macam dulu. Tidur pun terganggu, makan pun dah tak selera macam dulu kan. Sentap pun dah cepat kan. Dulu tak berapa like easily agitated, right? Yes, so that is, I think, the mental health will be the struggles of accepting the condition itself.
The state of you rasa you boleh jadi macam lama yang dulu kali.
Yeah, you nak jadi cepat-cepat macam dulu. And sometimes the journey also dia tak ada promising lah. Kan macam kata you makan ubat ni 2 tahun dan you tak payah dah, dia can discontinue. So dia tak ada macam as like promising for every age of us. Dia ada research and everything, tapi dia tak ada promising yang kata like this case macam uni confirm or like can turun balik and so something like that. So dia macam more like the patience, the perseverance, lepas tu hope.
Yeah, hope tu yang
consistent
hope.
Yes,
dalam
I
diri
think
tu
that
yang susah sebenarnya lah. I think for me as well, it's macam cakap lah, it's a long journey, it's a marathon. Always work in progress. It's a marathon.
It is a marathon.
Kan, selalu work in progress lah. Kenapa we encourage people to instead of looking, taking that process to go to see at the end of it, or the end result. Instead of looking at that, we let community untuk embrace their journey. Like instead of okay, dah ni, okay, bila nak elok? Yes, like okay, kalau tak elok pun mesti can be happy. Mesti can have meaningful activities, meaningful connection with people.
And I think just to add on to that, then I think support from family who understands your condition is also very important. And if can, get them to be involved in the process of the healing itself. Like let them understand what you're going through. But most times, your environment, your support, tu macam they just want you to get better. The intentions are good, but sometimes the implementations are somewhat not appropriate.
They're going to the different direction.
Exactly, and you feel more anxious, you feel more depressed, you
But
know.
how much they want to help kan.
Yeah, that's the thing. Intentions are good, tapi they need to also understand in order to provide the appropriate support for you. So I do encourage like family members, especially those who patients or clients are living with, to come for the therapy sessions and see how the therapy works and see how it works on your child or your partner ke, kan. Kalau you nak continue the support at home, which is very important for the journey as well, you know, for the healing. Because if your partner ke, your parents are not supportive, very hands off, it's your problem, you handle it, you know, it is going to be one of the hindrance, the challenges for them to also get better. And this is the difficult part because you cannot control people. You know, you cannot control. So if you get to educate them, get them involved, engage them in your journey, it makes the journey much more pleasant and much more better because you know you get that support from your family when you go out of the session. So the therapy doesn't end in the session or when you're just doing your art. It continues with your family as well.
With the environment itself.
Correct.
So if we step out, we never can heal from the environment that make us broken.
Correct.
So it's definitely things yang I think family institution plays a bigger role in mental health recovery. But again, this is another challenges in our society, especially in Malay, kan? In Malay culture, the understanding or the needs of parents to look at their kids punya mental health as something that something that they feel bila anak diorang dah diagnose, diorang rasa macam, am I a bad mother or am I a bad parent or am I fail as are you saying my genetic is not it's not very good or healthy whatsoever, so that's one part. Another part is especially to inspire or invite the people that sebenarnya trauma tu datang dari dia. Anak dia tu mental health issues terganggu because of the generational trauma, which is the toxic pattern within the family institution. So how do you think from your professional perspective as a fighters, they can work on that, like how they can work to create better relationship.
I'm talking about relationship dengan people yang significant to us macam family ataupun special friends dan sebagainya. Relationship tu kita tak boleh control orang. Relationship tu dia take two kan. So the other party tu kita tak boleh control apa dia punya reaction pada kita. Kita pun tak boleh nak control dia untuk memahami kita dan untuk bertindak macam mana kita nak. So what we can do, ada dua options on our side is actually first untuk kita digest on our own side apa kita nak react on that situation things ataupun how the relationship then how kita nak react tu pasal kita lah sendiri, kita nak react dia macam mana, kita nak spend our energy, kita nak invest our time, apa kita nak buat macam mana, kita nak nak layan diplomat macam mana kan, so that tak nak lagi konflik tu bersambung lagi kan. So macam mana kita nak end the cycle. And actually because like say for older people kan, the older generations they are not really exposed how much as macam younger generation right now. They did what they can, the best that they can, and how in what the limited knowledge yang ada, right? So sometimes benda ni kita susah nak terang dan kita pula yang younger generation younger. So kita yang lebih ni kita memang one point tu kita rasa macam there's a generation gap lah, generation gap, and that thing akan sentiasa ada. It cannot run from that. So but the best for us is actually to understand them, and bukanlah macam nak understand them tu bukanlah kata kita je yang beralah. And also put healthy boundaries as well. We understand by taking care of ourselves. Sometimes the boundaries are needed. And I have so many cases yang macam generation gap punya cases ni. Generation gap cases macam actually bila kita buat, like I have one, memang kita buat arts lah. Then bila kita buat rupanya dengan mak dengan anak ni berdua ni mereka melukis better bila dia duduk melukis.
I see.
I have one point yang macam tu. Dia bergaduh, dia cakap je gaduh, cakap je gaduh.
So dia kena buat art sama-sama.
So bila dia buat, so the parent interaction or something kan, it's a tool actually. So I have one case like that. Rupanya mak dia marah-marah semua sebab tak boleh let go, sebab dia nak you know nak go overseas and everything, tak boleh let go but cannot say it. So both of them like very macam so bila dia buat tu then they release and then they can talk to each other. So sometimes it's just the means lah. Okay, the means untuk kita communicate. It doesn't mean bila kita dah rasa macam orang ni memang tak faham aku dan kita stop. Tak perlu juga sebenarnya kalau kita pandai masa lepas tu kita control ourselves, make sure that we are also in a good state. Yang penting take care of ourselves and then you can understand better and then you can also put boundaries and find a lot of strategies. Relationship can be man, relationship can work. Tapi to up to limit sometimes kalau kita have to let go then we have to let go. Letting go pun ada prosedur juga, ada proses juga. Right?
I think betul sebab for mental health fighters with the recovery struggle tu, most of it I feel it's come from level where to find the level of acceptance to let go certain things. Like contoh macam they have trauma with family issues or abuse from certain people that in the family itself and dah besar pun it still affect them because of what they did masa kecil-kecil, masa childhood. And even dah besar, the parents still try to make amends ke macam ada family siblings try to make amends, but the people who are stuck in that situation, like maybe I don't know, maybe you guys can explain a bit how the trauma process work, but it somehow it make the adulthood punya orang tu stuck in the childhood trauma punya state.
True. As we say, Freud punya psychoanalysis, if you don't complete those different levels of stages, so you get stuck in that stage. But since we're not talking about that kind of level, but at the same time, a lot of research has been done so far because area of child abuse and trauma has been my research area all this time. Memang ada dia punya impact dia as an adult, whether we like it or not. Whatever you experience as a child, a child will always remember. If it's not their own memories, there is muscle memories. They remember which is sometimes as an adult you suppress, you don't want to think about bad things that happened to you as a child. You tend to unconsciously forget about it, but your subconscious is always there. So sometimes as adults certain things triggers you but you just don't understand why. I had a few clients yang tak boleh dengar bunyi like siren, tak boleh dengar bunyi door slamming, and then they just regressed out, like they just go into their room ke inside a cupboard and then just close it and just sit in the fetal position because something triggered but they just don't understand why. So therapy helps, and incorporating art helps for them to kind of like really go deep into that subconscious punya ni. Why is it that I'm experiencing this? Apa yang trigger benda-benda ni? Oh, then they realize ada trauma during their childhood. Parents bergaduh ke apa ke, slamming the door or raising their voices. So certain people tak boleh nak voices tu, macam bila dengar orang naik suara dia dah mula start anxious. They start to get anxious. So understanding, identifying all of these triggers helps them to understand better what actually happened. Because to process a trauma, you need to understand that you have experienced trauma. Because kalau you tak boleh nak identify that you have experienced it, which mana yang you nak address it, if you're in denial about it. And then we try using different negative coping I would say, to avoid certain things. Macam you takut, you tak mahu dengar orang jerit-jerit apa semua, you terus keluar. You just walk out without any explanation. To others, you say, apa hal ni tiba-tiba keluar kan? But they don't understand what you're going through. Something triggered there that makes you just want to get yourself out of the environment because it brings certain memories that you forgotten already. So for trauma cases, abuse cases, that takes a long time especially for sexual punya abuse cases. Especially mana bila happen when they were a child. They don't remember so much as an adult, but certain things do remember, like the sense of smell. Ada juga klien yang tak boleh be around men at all, but so far they remember they've never had any relationship, they've never been abused by men or whatever it is, so must be something is there. Bau, to be honest, bau lelaki pun they cannot tell. So it triggers, they get anxious, and then there's like lose dia ni started to get like breathlessness, and then they pingsan. This is a very complex trauma, very complex trauma. For that sort of severity, you can work with the client much longer. So art can bring out the subconscious, and then help them to try to understand what that trauma was and process it better. But it depends on client juga lah, whether they are ready to confront and address that trauma. Most clients yang I had, they just don't want to think about it. They don't want to even go through the process because it's too painful. Exactly. But we want them to, in order for you to heal, you have to go through pain. But that's the part yang you nak get through the client tu susah.
I agree.
It's the pain too. They want answers. They don't want to go through the feelings again. They just want answers, kan?
Like why certain things happen to me, right? Like, kenapa me? Why? Like other people have it different. Like, am I the cursed one? I get it. The we call it self-blaming and victim mindset too, because of the environment had pushed them to think like that, kan? But again, I think it's such a good discussion that you guys are actually sharing. Those kind of those new cases juga, which is I harap lepas tengok video ni boleh ramai-ramai start lah kan membuat terapi di rumah dan terus ada counselling sesi bersama kan. Because I think we should normalize go to therapy, because kalau sakit pergi monthly check up boleh. Kenapa tak kalau monthly check up for mental health tak ada kan. Last question for today. For your own perspective, how do you think macam our peer support group, because in Malaysia there are a lot of peer support group that first is how to inspire people to find the right support group for them, and second is of course how this support group can navigate the people within it untuk empower each other healing journey. Sebab sometimes bila kita tengok dekat certain peer support group, ada orang macam bila dia makan ubat ni dia dah elok dulu, lepas tu dia rasa dia tak okay. Macam orang ni akan rasa macam triggered dengan dia punya success ataupun dia punya go through process, and then trigger tu balikkan trigger kat orang tu balik. Berjangkit, yes. Dia macam bila have the peer support group punya sharing kan, mesti akan ada cerita pasal okay what I did my best today, what ni, and then somehow orang yang lain yang dengar tu rasa triggered pula, macam dia punya story dia pernah macam kenapa dia boleh pergi dulu and aku tak boleh, and how can as a healthy community peer support group, how can we avoid manage that maybe by through using the art tu kan, yes, that's it.
Celebrating tips lah, if saya salah. So like sometimes there are like when you do the peer support group, they come from different backgrounds and different stages now. So what happens is like even you are mild, you moderate ke, you severe ke, you will always talk to other people. You have MDD, depression, you are macam just kan use the word macam tu je, tapi dia punya severity level tu tak cakap. Right? So we miss that point. That's why we do clinical psychologists, we do that as a baseline. We do that level of things. Kita ada mild ke, moderate ke, severe ke, the importance of that. Kalau you pergi psychotherapy, then you dapat that information. Sebab apa? Bila you tahu you punya severity, then you tahu you punya keadaan kat mana, where are you at, and how much you can invest, how much you can do, how much you can take. Satu benda kita lah sebagai peer support tu, kita nak individu tu sendiri yang take dia punya ownership kan. Take dia tahu dia punya mental health kat dia macam mana, so dia sedar. Tu kalau yang ideal lah. Also as a supporting part, macam kita peer support ni, kita pun kena tahu juga, kalau dia punya stage at this level, so we can celebrate juga. Even though dia dalam keadaan yang severe, we know what things that we can do to make the participation. Dalam masa yang sama dia participate, dia present pun dah okay. We don't have to like push dia ke sana ke sini, bagi role lebih-lebih ke kan. Sometimes orang yang mild ni mungkin dia boleh buat 4 jam. Kalau yang moderate ni mungkin 2 jam. Mungkin yang severe ni 4 jam, just to be 30 minutes to show up pun dah, kita celebrate dah. We're happy just for them to be there, to be with us. Sometimes this kind of information, benda-benda macam ni, kecil-kecil macam gini, the small touch ni can give big impact untuk a recovery process of a person. Yeah, the small touch, the human touch, I would say kindness. Dia kena genuine lah, benda ni like from heart. So if you can, apa tu nama dia, we can have that this kind of information ni, kita boleh share to other peer support as well. Please kita sama-sama kita nak tolong community, kita kena dengar juga community kita nak apa, dan kita juga kena tahu section dia macam mana, needs dia macam mana. So kalau yang CV needs dia lain, teams to celebrate all of this. Kalau kita buat sama-sama, kita tak berat sangat.
That's the whole point pun untuk having the peer support is for you to have a community, for you to go through the healing process tu without feeling that burden so much as alone lah kan.
So I remember dulu masa kita buat event dulu yang intervention tu, I also share that there's boundaries on sharing juga. So bila kita dalam setting yang ramai, dalam community, bila kita jumpa ramai-ramai social gathering, ada sharing yang kita kena tahu, safe sharing ke, something yang natural ke, something yang triggering ke, something yang a bit no. So you kena tahu you punya state dalam tu, you okay ke tak untuk share this part. Are you gonna bila you cakap benda ni, you share benda ni, you balik nanti tu fikir-fikir ke, so you don't share it at all. So this sharing pun ada healthy sharing juga. Dalam peers pun kita buat benda ni kan. So this is the part that I'm going to share lah. This part can actually improve our peer support group
Quality in Malaysia.
Your part, you want to tambah apa-apa?
I think at the end of the day, it's good there's initiative lah for community for support group. But at the same time, a support group ni, they have to have like, I would say guidance from mental health professionals to make sure that this sort of things that Hidayah cakap ni doesn't end up triggering somebody instead. There should be like a check and balance of quality, like some control of this, so make sure that it is a safe space for all of the participants dalam group tu, and they don't want to share, they don't want to do anything, they just want to listen, but at the same time there's something that triggering them, there's a space for them to actually address it, either maybe not in the group lah, but maybe outside with somebody. So I'm kena ada lah standby one mental health professionals to deal individuals if they need to coming out from the support group lah. So I think that's also very important, because we don't want them to leave the support group feeling much worse.
Not welcome
than they initially came into the session in the first place.
Okay. Kita take note as a community in mental healing pun, I think we need to have that kind of knowledge or how to say, people management, community management punya skill to have healthy community to keep moving forward. Yeah, I think we are having great discussion with so mungkin Cik Hidayah, kita boleh share sikit art terapi dia ni, pilih colour apa?
Golden, and then this one
purple burgundy.
really, I don't know what's the define tu, tak yang betul-betul refine punya colour tu I tak tahu, tapi dia purple campur, I can't even remember what I put, tapi I really like this colour. It's like macam purple yang tak terlalu sangat menyelah, dia cool je kat bawah tu, dia macam very nice. This is my colour lah. And then another one is green. This is 3 colours.
So 3 words describing your art.
3 words tu apa-apa je ke? Kena attribution ke? Ataupun anything je. Okay lah, yang dalam kepala I lah, train, kereta api, landasan kereta api.
Train.
Yeah, but it's true, I miss home actually. Because normally to go home I use train, so yeah, I use train. Second is, lagi dua the golden tu macam, like golden, it's like, golden journey lah. Yeah. Golden tu means something trivial lah. In my life lah. And then another word is, how to, tak ada satu perkataan, tak ada, maybe like,
Expression lah.
the word is actually, bukan rigid, tapi, I think another word is fixed code. Like, I really struggle not to draw. I macam, sikit-sikit I nak buat lukisan. Susah sangat untuk I to fix, untuk buat line. So I think there's, apa nama tu?
Restrain.
Restrain. Yeah, in a way that I realise, oh, okay, I do have that. Maybe I am a bit restrained in certain things. I memang restrain myself. Like not really flexible. So maybe macam ada things yang I tak flexible, being perfectionist ke apa, I don't know lah. So that is what I get from this drawing. Wah.
Gitu.
Self-explorasinya.
Self-expressive. But how I look at your art sebenarnya, it interesting because definitely it's about past, present and future. That's how I look at it now. And past is because you are missing home, but while you are missing home, you're actually in the present you are making a golden journey to go for that to change that restraint punya. You know, like you know how people feel like their life is fixed or stuck in something because of they think that they are using the same method, the same way. But now you are actually trying to embark to new way of thinking patterns to create your golden journey. That's how I look at it.
Wow. Thank you.
Perspective.
New perspective.
Okay. Dr. M mungkin ada perspektif baru.
Oh yeah, our interpretive is my strength. Like I said, I can barely draw anything.
Kita
So
start dengan Dr. M punya interpretation dulu. Okay, Dr. M. Colours.
okay, so I chose blue, purple, and green. Green is because that's my youngest punya favorite color. Blue is my second punya favorite color. Because I only can choose 3, so purple is kind of like my color. Although my eldest, I think she's probably, I'm not really sure her colors exactly, but I think around that color lah. So, because of those 3 colors, I chose them and I feel like it anyway. So, this is what it looks like. It's supposed to be looking facing this way lah.
Nampak batik, print batik.
I don't know what it is.
Print batik ni.
Itu kan
Cakap tak pandai kan ada tipu je.
No, that way I cannot remember. But
Wiggy apa bahasa Melayu? Wiggle. Apa dia macam geli-geli.
Wiggly worm, you know, like because it's all like, you know, all that
Dia
kind of
macam
way.
geli-geli. Dia macam tu.
Yeah, so that's what I feel like when they like wiggle, wiggle, something like that lah. Remind me of that song. So something like that. So I don't know. For me, I just need to fill in the white
space
with,
lah.
yeah, white space. Kalau ada kali hitam, I would put
Put all the black
in the gaps of the ni lah, on the canvas lah.
Nampak cantik sebenarnya.
Don't
Nampak
know.
cantik. Yeah. If you let me,
Please do.
if you let me to see how from my perspective, and I think how I look at your art, it's you say messy, but somehow for me it's messy that calming because it has its pattern. Dia sangat tersusun sebenarnya. Walaupun you nampak messy, tapi sebenarnya dia jauh nampak tersusun. Very neat. You are very neat person and see from the
You should see my table.
I mean in neat tak semestinya kemas.
Okay.
Neat in thinking process, neat in action on something, your behavior. And wiggle tu terhibur sekejap tapi I feel like it shows some kind of like enjoying. We're actually enjoying the space. You are enjoying the things that you are doing, and you're enjoying yourself. That's where the color. Even if you choose color apa, color purple kan, purple and blue. Somehow people kalau dekat art scene dia resonatekan purple and blue something like leads to it's a unhappy color lah. And unhappy color is dark. It's and but you make it lah. But you even though it's a dark color, you make it look it ceria. You make it look it fun. You make it lively. So how I take away how I take away from this is no matter how bad your situation or your life works or whatever, you always jiggle it. Problems, jiggle it.
Look at the bright side.
Always transform the dark side to the light side.
I would agree what you say, because I say chaos because the eye of the storm. Outside is so chaotic, but it's so calm in the middle. Nothing. So it's like organized chaos, I would say, in a way. Because that's how I do a lot of things. You see my table macam memang it's chaotic, but it's organized in my sense. I can find anything I want. So I know now somebody touches my stuff in my room.
Who removed mine? Exactly.
Where's my stuff? I'll siap you all.
Yeah. And I think the fun tak? Best tak? Apa perasaan main color hari ni?
Oh, suka.
Rasa tadi stress jam ke stress
tak ingat dah.
Dah tak ingat dah kan? Ngantuk ke? Rasa ngantuk ke?
Yang ini tak mengantuk sebab dia ada syarat.
Dia ada syarat.
Syarat jangan lukis kena line.
Because she's having such a hard time restraining herself.
Yes. So you make it alive.
I think it's good lah because you can see how combination of art and also like explaining kan dia boleh nampak macam ni dia merge together.
What about yours, Kay?
Mine.
Tell us,
Chicken. Keyword kan. Sibuk tanya orang.
Yang pula.
So I choose red, green, turquoise green, and I'm not sure this is yellow or orange, but something like orange. Ginger lah, colour ginger lah. Orange yellow lah. So
Orange yellow.
Orange yellow. Betul lah, orange yellow. So 3 words about my art is actually spiral, living, and life. Because this is I think represent on my own healing journey process as well. Even though macam apa yang kita cakap tadi lah, definitely about mental health recovery is not something easy, and people outside the situation expect that you don't go through the process, it should be different. It should be like you should not have a certain expectation of you. After all, we all human. I mean, still human despite of whatever that I'm doing. Other people pun they are still human, and I believe society or in this generation we are spiraling ourselves into making ourselves unhuman. Like some kind of we make everything perfect. Don't we acknowledge certain things because this is not something that you wanted or
what society expects from you.
Yes,
right. Or your family expect.
Yes. And also because of that expectation, you dah ada mindset macam bila you nak buat something, you dah ada expectation yang macam tu juga. Which is it's something yang quite hard for you to unlearn because like dia macam auto subconscious. Kan macam okay, hari ni kena buat 10 kerja baru aku productive. Kalau tak buat 10 je, aku tak function. Macam tu lah, that mind kan. So yeah, that's one. Spiraling. After that, spiraling is living. It's from the red. That's why I choose red for living. Sebab blood and kiss. Everything everyday kita, orang selalu cakap YOLO, like you only live once. Like actually you live every day, you die once. You know, you get what I mean? So like every day is your sweat and tears. So why you being so hard on yourself? Because of you feel dishonest sebab you rasa hari-hari hidup. So you tak appreciate apa yang you dah ada. You dah buat, you dah go through the process. That is sweat and tears about about life. About life.
Okay.
So warna kuning tu is about living. Living. So selagi hidup kita kena make it fun. You know, like no matter how struggle you punya emotions, you know, you punya environment, you punya situation, always find a way to be your true self, and live your true, the life that you always wanted. So that's all. Terima kasih. Thank you everyone for joining our podcast art therapy for today, and I hope you guys enjoy and learn few stuff in here, or maybe not few, a lot actually. You're gonna learn a lot about art, and of course about topic about mental health recovery. And without also sebelum kita lupa, and we want to shout out to our contribution partners for today's episode. So this episode was supported by Miracle.io. It's a Miracle Space. Thank you, Miracle, for having us here. And of course, supported by Yayasan Telekom Malaysia as part of social impact program that MyWIP Healing are working together with Yayasan Telekom Malaysia. So with that, if you guys like our content, if you guys enjoying our session, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, and hope to see more episode like this and enjoy our healing journey together as a community. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi fighters! MyWIP Healing are launching our first social healing impact program through art therapy in mental health peer support group called SHIPS. This initiative is supported by Yayasan Telekom Malaysia. SHIPS is a community intervention program that aims to support and empower mental health fighters' healing journeys through art therapy and community engagement module. We want to focus on upskilling mental health fighters' passion, creativity, and inspiring others to heal through their lived experience. Check out our Instagram for more info.